Okay, sports fans, here we are again on another day of boot reviews. And we've been, the last little while, we decided to do Rujo boots because Grandpa went crazy at Christmas time and bought a boatload of Rujo boots while they were on sale. Unfortunately, this is the only one I bought that wasn't on sale because I was worried about them selling out, but I got it. But drum roll. I used to be a good drummer. I used to be able to do Wipeout. Can't anymore. This is the Rujo Arturo, and this is their high-end Caiman boot or crocodilian boot. Mm-hmm. And I think it's a gorgeous boot. This is a full shaft, full-size Caiman boot, and it's a good-looking boot. I think the color on this is called caramel, and just going around, let's just look at all the features of it. It's got a 100% vamp on it, Adam. It goes from there to there. There's no piecing of this vamp at all. It's one crocodilian, and it's kind of got that same toe as that lucchese had that we noticed the other day.
Yeah, where that toe is a little bit.
Yeah, comes in here and it comes up, and it's like, I think called that Ultra Caiman, but they don't call it that. But it's a very good looking. You can see the belly line of the Caiman back when it goes back towards where it goes into the underbelly of the tail out back behind end out there. But then you can see where it goes into the armpit sort of type cut. Mm-hmm. But look, this is a fairly rough. And I love how exaggerated the scales here are on this boot. I think those are a lot rougher than the luccheses or the Kirby's or anything, aren't they? This is almost like those Tony Lamas.
Yeah.
But anyway, so you can look at how rough the scales are here. And look at this. It's a one-piece counter all the way around. Out of all the boots I have, this is the only crocodile I have is a one-piece counter. And look at this beautiful, large belly cut or something. I don't even know what.
Yeah, those look like the bellies.
Yeah, towards the tail. Mm-hmm. On the back side of its bumhole, I guess. I don't know. But you got these big scales going through here, come transitioning into where it goes into the tail section, I would think, back around. So it's got a one-piece counter and a one-piece shaft or a vamp. And out of all my Caiman boots or crocodilians, this is the only boot I have that does that.
That's pretty special.
I think that puts it in a grade kind of by itself, if you didn't ask me.
Yeah, I agree. To be able to do that is pretty unique.
Yeah.
We don't even see that with lucchese, but we do with Rujo, so that's pretty special.
Yeah, I've only ever seen one other boot do that, and that would be, doesn't Josh's William have a one-piece counter?
It might.
I think it does. So anyway, let's go through the tick marks.
Yeah.
Check marks.
What are we seeing here?
Okay, one-piece counter.
Vamp.
One-piece vamp. One-piece counter. That's awesome. That's high-quality boot. Look at the transition from the waist into the sole. And it's one piece or that butyl treated leather, full leather outsole. It's got the lemon wood and brass pegs on the waist. It's got the full stacked leather heel, even though it doesn't look like it. According to the specifications, it's got the stacked leather heel. And it's got a corded shaft.
Corded shaft?
We like corded shafts. We think the corded shafts just look really, really nice. It gives it a flair and a look that the other ones have. It's a very soft. This is, I think, an A-grade calf leather. It's a very soft, supple calf leather. It's almost better than all the other boots we got. I think this shaft on this is the nicest shaft we got. And we got the crocodilian accents up here still. So and it's got, if we get over here and looking down the throat of the thing, it's got the full lined soft calfskin leather inner shaft. The only thing I don't like about it's made in Mexico, Leon, Mexico versus USA. But can't have everything, I guess.
Can't have.
I think this looks like a great boot, Adam.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Look at how that matches all
really,
there. It's
yeah,
got
really
scallop.
large cells.
It's got scalloped up here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they didn't do the scalloping in the counter and the vent because it's all one piece.
It's all one piece.
There's no need to do any other scalloping. They have that nice leather strip to separate the counter and the.
Go up all the way.
Mm-hmm.
That's the standard. Yeah, boy, I can't see anything wrong with this boot.
It's a beautiful boot. I think they did the coloring well.
Yep.
With the hues to highlight the different scales, but not a weird color. It's a nice standard color. It could work with most clothes, I think.
Yeah. Well, what I really like is the quality they did on the vamp and the counter. That's great looking leather. And this is the quality of the Rujo boot. This is for a $650 boot. I wore these boots a while ago, all day long, and they wore like butter. Rujo are really, in my opinion, turning out some great boots.
Yeah.
Okay, and I can say that because I got 7 to 8 pairs of boots. I got every single flavor you can imagine, and I hold these in high esteem.
Yeah, let's look at some of those other boots.
All right, what do you got there?
Looks like is that a Dylan?
Well, this is a Tecovas.
Yeah, but what's the?
This is a Cole.
Oh, the Cole, yes.
Okay, now the only difference between a Dylan and a Cole is that the Cole is the full shaft. Exactly the same down below.
Okay.
And they're the same amount of money. I think you paid I think when I bought these were the same amount. It's here, which this is a good looking boot. There's no doubt about it. But it's the roper. This is the roper. But it's got the 3-piece counter. Probably about the same quality of leather up here. And
yeah.
It's not quite as smooth through here, though.
Yeah.
But this is I got to qualify. This is an old Tecovas, too. They made better boots 5 years ago since I bought these. I mean, these are the better. I'm rumbling here now, but the Tecovas were a good boot, but they're not as good as these, not nearly the quality, build job as this roper right here. I mean, this Arturo, this Rujo. Okay, we got other ones to compare to?
Yeah. This one's the ones minor catastrophe on.
Yeah. This is the same one. This is got the 3-piece counter. Look, they don't make any attempt to scallop that counter back there at all. So this got the 3-piece counter. It's a good looking piece of leather back there though. But what happened was we put zippers in there, and the guy who put the zippers in should be shot. He put these big monster zippers in, so I had to buy some other boots. Basically, I replaced these boots with these boots because of the color.
Yeah.
But anyway, but this one has some hornback going in there, and I like these boots. I wore these boots a lot, but I like the Rujo a lot better. But the quality of them I think the Rujo superior. So now let's pull up another boot. Another one we want to look at. Okay, quick. Lucchese boot. $900 boot. Just looking around. Obviously, this has the 3-piece counter in the back, 1-piece vamps. So, I mean, quality-wise, if you look around on the build on them, I don't see any discrepancies as far. I think the Rujo is better quality. Every bit as better quality as Lucchese, don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay, now let's look at we're going to compare Rujo to Rujo now. I've got these chocolate-covered Blakes. Wow. What this has is the whole-pieced vamp, where it's got the scalloped vamp, which looks nice, with the heavier-duty scales through here, or the back scales through there, or the belly scales through there. And they don't have the transition into the smaller scales, or the going to
Side scale.
side scales as this does, and this has the scalloped thing. So, but knowing this is a $480 boot versus a $670 boot, that's so this is the entry level Cayman boot from anybody.
Yep.
At the $480, and this is comparable to any of the high end Cayman boots you can buy. We compared those to the Tecovas.
Mm-hmm.
We compared them to the lucchese.
Yep.
And we compared them to another Rujo. So I don't know where can you go and have these one-on-one comparisons like this, except for Grandpa's Heavy Garage.
No other place. This is the best place.
I call this Grandpa's Boot Garage. I got 80 pairs of boots, and there's no place to keep them. So anyway, that's what we got. You got anything else you want to add?
No, I think another great job by Rujo. I think they've shown that they not only hold themselves up in this market, but exceed for the cost.
I think the color of this is superior to this one.
I agree. I think the one on the left, your Tecovas, has faded some over time, but I agree. I like the color of the Rujo better.
Yeah. All right. It's all about the Rujo Arturo. I think that's a great boot. It's a high-end boot. I love the fact that they got the one-piece counter and the one-piece vamp. And it's just a quality boot all the way around.
Yep.
All right. Anything else?
I think that's all.
Subscribe, damn it. Bye.